welcome Capricorn. My name is Deanna. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This will be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this will be for your next 30 days. So whenever you are seeing this video, just know that it is meant for you. So welcome guys to the channel here. If you are some of my original followers, you might remember the Divine D YouTube channel from maybe 10 years ago. So I ran that channel for a number of years and then took a hiatus. And so now I'm back with a new channel. So I love the energy and tuning in with you guys. So I'm excited to be back. So make sure that you hit the follow button, share with your friends, tell everybody about it so that we can rejoin. And there's going to be more perks on this channel as we grow. So I'm going to be very excited about that. Okay, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what is for you here in the next 30 days. I've got a few different decks here that I'm using. So as I'm shuffling and dealing out here, actually, I want to use this one first. Okay. So I have the Unfolding Path Tarot. And then I have the Thrill Visions Tarot, the Luna Edition, and the Citadel Tarot. And then my tea leaf cards. So what do we have for Capricorn here? This one here is actually all three are fairly new decks. Actually, all four are fairly new decks within the last couple of years. And so these ones I pulled out so that I could. That one seems important. These two do. I want to turn this one over. Okay. I haven't used these cards in a while, so I wanted to pull these out and use them. These ones are new though. This is the Citadel. It's a very, very cool deck. I think you guys will like it. I'm going to do, on this channel too, I'm going to have the tarot deck reviews and unboxings so that you guys can see the cards up close. So those are going to be available too. And these three. All right. Ooh. I mean, we got some great energy here for you. So for the next, you may find that there might be some delay in what it is that you want to achieve. You're not going to have to wait long. I feel like you might have to wait maybe 2-3 weeks, but that's, I think this is great. It's giving you enough time here, Capricorn, to really focus and figure out what you want and how you want it to come out to the world. That's what I'm seeing. So maybe you are creating something, writing a book, you're maybe sharing your voice, starting a podcast, maybe producing some art, maybe starting a business, whatever this is. It feels really good. And it's so funny that we have the moon here, then we've got the moon here. So this is really great. So it does talk about, that moon energy does talk about, for me, how I'm feeling is that, yeah, there's certainly changes, right? When we see that with the tea leaf card, we've got the moon, both in their upright, which is really great. We have the world beside this moon up here, and it's in reverse. So I feel like everything that you are wanting is coming for you. It's just going to take some time. This is good, though, because like I said, you're waiting for things to kind of come into alignment. But with that world energy, sometimes, especially with Capricorn, with the bigger than life ideas, right? The Six of Cups, we got the Three of Wands, the Six of Cups, Six of Cups from the different deck, the Six and the, let's see here, Six of Wands, and Six of Cups. We have all of this energy about success and arrival and healing and getting the things that you want and all of that. And this is good because what you are, and then the ant, so successful achievement in work. There's a lot of information here, so I'm just going to slow it down here a little bit as it's coming through, because as I keep trying to communicate what they're saying to you, I keep getting more messages. So, and that's even symbolic in itself, right? Like, you might have so much information, knowledge, people coming at you from all angles. And this world energy is good. I like to see it in reverse for you right now, because the world in its upright, like I started to say, can be very quick to move, can be a little too much to handle sometimes. Certainly when you are excited about getting what you want, right? Like things are coming into place for you. You're excited about it. There are many opportunities, so this is great. But this is going to be a time where you are going to be required to take these moments to really slow. Yeah, pay attention to detail. Take pride in your work and your messages. I hope you can see that. Take pride in your work and your messages. Take the time that's needed. And making sure that you have, with this Hunter card, sure-footedness and predestination. So this is good too. And then we have vengeance, which is overcoming slights, and choices. So this is really good for you as far as putting the plan together, taking action, because right now you're in the action stage, which is really great to see, because you might have been in a lull for a few months, not knowing how to bring this to the world, not knowing if it's good enough yet, whatever the case is. And then I'm even seeing randomly this empty chair, which says someone is leaving your life. So maybe, you've maybe experienced some loss or some transition in your life where you've been like, look, maybe I don't need a business partner anymore. Maybe I don't need a partner in life anymore. Maybe I'm moving out of my home. Maybe I'm doing all of these things, right? Change and transition, whether it's a person in your life or just an entire situation that you're growing and evolving, and maybe cutting people out of your life was necessary for all of that, right? Because even the tailor can talk about, weaving and constructing and, creating strength in your life. Man, it does feel like you're dealing with a lot, though, doesn't it? Yeah, we have that Four of Swords in reverse, too. This is keeping you up at night, perhaps. You're having a difficult time honing it in. Finding out, where do I start? Maybe this is overwhelming. And this is going to be maybe for, a very small selective of you, because, keep in mind, Capricorn, these are general ratings, right? So this is certainly not going to fit everybody. So if, these messages don't pertain to you, just listen peacefully, take in the beautiful, loving energy, and, and leave what doesn't fit for you, because we never want to make anything just fit, right? For someone or a small group of you, I'm hearing that as some of you or someone, as you're growing and evolving with this loss, you might actually maybe have inherited something that maybe feels like a burden. It's not going to slow you down, but there's actually information or money or hidden things. Because actually what I'm seeing is, this home full of stuff. Full. Not almost like a hoarder. And this to me feels like a loved one. So maybe mother, grandmother, grandparent, and I'm cleaning out their home because they've passed, or maybe they've moved into a facility or whatever, but I'm cleaning up and I've inherited this mess. It's like you've either literally inherited it through will, because they've passed, or, or this is I guess I have to take care of it because no one else will. You've inherited the responsibility. I feel like there's going to be a lot of messages there for you in books, paperwork, money involved. So money is coming. Ooh, okay, and this is going to be for a very select few of you. I'm hearing that in this, you are going to find the will. Okay, so if this pertains to someone, please pop it in the comments below, because maybe you've been looking for the will. Maybe it was notarized, but it was never put forth to a lawyer or set in complete stone. So it's not really legal, but we still want to respect their wishes. We don't really know what to do next. We don't even know, because I feel like they have planned for everything. I've got all my bank accounts written down. I know all of these things. Here are my passwords. Here are my accounts. Here are, everything's detailed. But I can't find the paperwork. You're going to find it. I feel like it is in a box here. It does seem to have current or most recent, so from the last like 6 to 8 months. It has a bunch of paperwork randomly shoved on top of it because they were recently maybe updating this will or doing something with it. It feels like I've got a bunch of coffee cups around me as well, so maybe this is either where it's on my kitchen counter, where I dry my dishes, or where I store my cups. Like maybe there's like a little display of cups there, or this is where I have my coffee. So maybe it's at my table. I don't feel like it's in an office or in some random back space or anything like that. I think it's literally where I work every day, and it's kind of like my shit box. Like everything that's on my table that I'm dealing with, I pick it up and throw it in the box, which is why nothing seems to be very organized. Because there'll be like little clippings of things, bills, recent statements. That's what you're going to see on top. And then there's going to be a red pen across it too. So the outside of the pen is red. So whether it's red ink, but it's a red pen. It tastes like metal. So that's going to be very specific for someone. So if you came looking for a message, you've got it. Yeah, that's beautiful. So if that is you, pop it in the comments below. But I do feel like you're going to find it. Certainly now that you know where to look. Aside from that, what do we have for the collective? Let's try to get a little bit more broad for our collective. Okay. Yeah, on an emotional front, because we're very focused here on business, work, enterprise, right? How we earn our finances, like getting that project or whatever service off the ground. That feels really good, and you're going to do that. And like I said before, there's so much energy in your field right now, whether you've cut people out, what have you. Maybe you've experienced grief and loss. There's also some of you here as well that part of what is emotionally feels detrimental, to be honest, at the time, at this time, is that you might be dealing with some childhood trauma or some current trauma regarding children. Maybe your own children and yourself have gone through trauma. Something like this. I do hear that you are getting help, and help is available. So maybe you are in counseling or therapy. If you aren't in seeking that guidance, now's a good time to do that. I feel like you are ready to explore that. I'm even hearing EMDR therapy, so that could be very good for you as well at this time. So I do feel like you are ready. And so sometimes when we know that we have this level of mental exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, we are depleted, we need to move forward, and the rest of our life we know we're destined for great things. We have this innate knowing that we're meant for good things, but shit just keeps happening. I feel like it is time to pause and heal from some of that childhood or even past trauma, especially if you have even like money issues, or you've had like ancestral trauma. And I don't say that very often because like we can inherit so much from our ancestors, like that's so broad in a lot of healing that we don't want to place the blame on the fact that, oh, well, our life is shit because, every woman in my family has suffered. No, because you are now taking the reins for that. You're taking control for that, and you're making the changes for generations now and for your own children. And I think this is where the healing comes from, because, even with this repairing, you are very aware of the effect that your childhood has on you, and you are not wanting to push that through on your children. And right now you could be healing that, or being called to heal from it. This does feel really great. And isn't it so that you've been very pulled to that too? This would be for you, certainly, if you know that you've been very pulled to exploring that kind of energy. If you know that you have been just like that innate knowing that good things are coming for you, that you're going to have a great life, like you just know that. And I think that you also are aware and know that all of this problem that you have faced and problems that you have faced in your past were also part of your purpose. You were supposed to go through them so that you can heal, but that you are ending that ancestral trauma part of money, of lack of money, and maybe even if you've had money but lost it, or whatever this is, right? But it ends with you. especially because I'm seeing the drinking, especially if it's alcoholism, substance abuse, that kind of thing. Um, it ends with you. And it ended with you. Like, you're not that person, but you're dealing with the residual energy right now, Capricorn, some of you, right? So this is wonderful for your life and for the lives that come after you, for healing this level, at this level, because it is important work. Now, as you know, I always read with love, guidance, and healing. So that is a lot, right? That it kind of is a lot of energy. It's a lot of emotion. It's a lot. But you know what? You are very aware. Yeah, with this page, we get messages, right? And we get them when we need them the most. And, and that's perfect, right? Great. We got the King of Wands. So we had the Page of Wands, King of Wands. So there's certain growth for you. This is great. The world again, right? So we had the world up here in reverse. Now the world is in its upright. So, this is really beautiful for you. Very beautiful for you. This does have a lot of experience, a lot of movement. And I feel like once you do that healing, it's showing once you've done the healing and you grow from that, that's when things really happen for you. And as a collective right now, in the last couple of years, we've been really called to do this work. So it's beautiful that you are leaning into that and doing it, because many people don't. And then it just goes on to the next generation. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen anymore. Now you get to heal from it, and then it's done. So from now until July, I know we said the next 30 days, but from now until July, things are going to be really fruitful for you. Focus on the things that are going to progress you forward on your journey, things that are going to financially improve your financial situation. So you're not going to be blowing a bunch of money. You're going to be spending it on things that are going to be for that future, that are going to grow your business, grow your enterprise. If you happen to be an employee, maybe you're not an entrepreneur, this would be investing in extra education, into maybe working overtime to get extra experience, whatever this is, so that from now in the next 6-7 months, you're growing, learning, absorbing, investing, right? And you're going to start reaping the benefits by, July, August, September. You'll start really reaping the benefits of that. So it'll be a full harvest for you, is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to leave it at that because that feels really good. So there is a lot of success coming for you. Rip the Band-Aid off, Capricorn, and heal. This is really a beautiful time for you to do that. At whatever level of healing you need to do, seek the guidance and assistance where you can and need. And you are well supported by those around you, your communities, your groups and services that are available to you, and the universe, God, spirit. Your spirit team is there for you, rooting you on, and wants to see you succeed. So what a beautiful energy for you, Capricorn. Lean into it. Very proud of you for doing that. It is a big deal. So you have a wonderful, wonderful next 30 days, and we will see you again very soon. Take care and many blessings.